Time to go for gold here in Colombia. It's time for the men's compound gold medal match. The final chance to qualify outright for the World Cup final. Let's find out who the contenders are.
On target number 1, representing Mexico, Miguel Becerra. On target number 2, representing the United States of America, James Lutz. The line judge for this match is César.
Well, these two have not won a stage yet this season, so we are going to have a new winner here. What pressure there is on this match, because one of them is guaranteed a place in the Hyundai Archery World Cup final. The other will have to wait to see how the rankings pan out, but our math suggests that the winner goes through, the loser ain't going to be in Mexico. Lutz versus Becerra, USA versus Mexico, and it will be Becerra to get this gold medal match underway.
Although these archers are not as regularly seen on the final circuit as some other archers we've seen today, there are no small names. Becerra has won the World Games as of recent, and James Lutz was the world champion from 2019 in Den Bosch, I think. So they have both won notable competitions, and yeah, they're showing why.
Encyclopedic brain of Chef Van der Berg out in the open for all to see. Becerra puts it into the 9 for a 29. Mini opportunity for Jimmy Lutz. He puts it into the 9 as well.
Maybe they've seen that the bronze medal match went to shoot off, and they fancy one themselves.
I am almost entirely sure that's not the case. But it's funny that they both went high and off to the left, isn't it? Conditions changed, light changed, clouds?
It might be, or it was just a sheer coincidence. I didn't see anything on the field that would indicate something going left and high, but yeah, it's difficult from the commentator's box here to see all over the field what the circumstances are like, and especially on the lane itself, on the shooting lane itself. It's you have to get a feel for it to actually know what's going on.
Yeah, pretty closed off on one side, and then a big gap between the range and the temporary stadium that's been put up. And I think that had they put up more stands, I think they could have packed in 14,000 fans here.
They could have, yeah.
Mexicans in the crowd, getting right behind this man here. 29 apiece. Miguel Becerra to get us underway for end number 2. Clips the line, gets the 10.
Yep. Yes.
So the way James is shooting with his thumb trigger is also the way that Mike shot his last arrow, but like I said before, James does it on purpose. Sorry, I got a bit distracted there.
Did we just see a miss?
Yeah, it was left high on the target. It was on the target, but not on the scoring zone.
Well, well, well. This compound Saturday has delivered almost everything you can possibly imagine. A miss from Becerra in the gold medal match, and I'm afraid that Jimmy Lutz really just has to put his arrows into the target here. It is, well, what a distressing thing for Miguel Becerra to have happened to him. So much so that it sent even Chef Van den Berg off kilter with his line of thought.
I even forgot what I was talking about.
Look, there it is. How's that happened?
That's a very good question. I wasn't really focused, to be honest. I was talking about something else, and then I completely missed, like he did, what I was doing.
Well, I can remind you were talking about the way that Mike Schlosser shot his final arrow, comparing him with the way Jimmy Lutz shoots, and then talking about the differences. But we'll come back to that, because this is an important moment here. Can he recover from this?
Perhaps, but not really. I mean, I find it very unlikely that James is going to miss another, 9 points to draw level. And then even if he does, Becerra has to shoot only 10s. So it's, highly unlikely. But
likelihood very, very small. It's going to be interesting to see how he handles this. I mean, in some respects, the pressure's completely off. He can't win. But in other respects, he's going to have that playing through his mind. That's a gold medal match, and he's missed the target. He starts in number 3, Miguel Becerra. This is going to be a measure of the man's discipline, mental discipline. Jimmy Lutz, of course, also has to stay in control of his mind. He can't possibly think this is already over. That's the way that Becerra can get back into this.
Exactly, yeah. If James just loses focus and thinks that it's all over, he might have a chance of shooting a really bad arrow. So I think he needs to stay focused, stay on task, and just see this out till the end.
Well, if anything, it looks like the American has been buoyed by that. He can relax, and now he's just putting it into the X-ring. And it's almost like every 10 that Becerra scores is like a dagger in his heart.
Well, every 10 is it could have been, because he's shooting so well, and if he would have just had that arrow in the gold, he would have at least been tied with James Lutz right now. So he might be thinking like, yeah, I might be shooting these 10s, but what's it worth?
Well, I think you've summed up his look absolutely spot on.
It's a very emotional Final Four here for the compound men.
It certainly is. The bronze medal match resulting in a very surprising shoot-off with a bit of target panic from Mike Schlosser, and we've had a miss here in this match from this man here, and as you said, Chef, otherwise he's shooting nearly perfectly.
Yeah, and in the second semi-final, from the top of my head, we had a 6, which is also something we rarely see in compound men shooting or compound shooting in general.
Yeah, spot on second end of the Busch-Lutz match. Busch put it in the 6th with his second arrow. It's I mean, it's great for the independent and neutral spectator, but you've got to feel for these athletes. I don't think I've ever seen that in the years I've been commentating on this sport.
I have seen arrows go astray, but this was difficult to say what it was exactly, but it just seemed like a lapse of concentration, and away it went. Whereas I've seen misses before when it was either equipment failure or stormy weather. That sometimes happens, but yeah, this was a very odd arrow to see miss the target.
Well, both shooting 10s at the start of the 4th. Becerra has recovered from that miss to shoot 6 10s in a row since then. But Jimmy Lutz is in the driving seat here.
Yeah, he wasn't too pleased with that shot, but he hit an X, so I don't think he has a reason to complain too much. Yeah, and Becerra is just, he is proving that he can really shoot really well, but that one arrow is just a bit of bad luck, maybe.
Just incredible, yeah, bad luck. Like you say, potentially a lapse of concentration. It'd be really interesting to find out what it was that resulted in the miss. But both athletes since that second end have shot perfect 30s. You got to be thinking that you're going to have a decent mental coach to sit down with Becerra after this and talk him through how to just come back from this completely.
Yeah, although in my experience as an athlete, sometimes in a situation like this, you don't necessarily need a mental coach, but more somebody who is there for you mentally. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a professional. It can also just be somebody you trust, like your partner or a family member, where you can just, talk about what happened and get rid of some of your emotion.
Yeah, I imagine that it is going to be an emotional conversation that Miguel Becerra is going to have with someone after this. A chance of the Hyundai Archery World Cup finals was up for grabs. We go into the fifth end, and the 9-point margin remains exactly as it was after that miss. Miguel Becerra from Mexico will shoot first in the fifth.
Yeah, we have to admit that even though he shot a miss, this match has been really spectacularly high level for the rest. They've shot 1-9 each. No, James has shot 2 9s, I think.
Yep, 2 9s for Lutz and 1 for Becerra.
But since the miss, I think they've shot only 10s.
Absolutely perfect. 9 just to finish things off. 138 equal score. Just needs to hit the target. Lutz for gold. And he clips the 9-10 line for another perfect. It's down as a measured score, but it doesn't make any difference here. And look at Jimmy Lutz. Look at what he's saying. That is a true moment of a sporting gesture from a winner. He's just taken a stage win here. He's qualified for the Hyundai Archery World Cup final, but his first thought was his opponent.
Yeah, so I think, like we talked about before, there is some compassion for your opponent, but he'll also be happy with his stage win and his ticket stamped for the World Cup final in Mexico.
Yeah, there was nothing that Jimmy Lutz could have done to help Becerra there. He's got to think about what he's doing. He's got a place in the Hyundai Archery World Cup final by winning here in Medellin. There's the smile. That's what we want to see. Fantastic stuff from Jimmy Lutz. He has taken stage 4 of the Hyundai Archery World Cup here in Colombia and has booked his place at the World Cup final.